The junior doctors' original contract goes back to 2009, and the Department of Health has been trying to modernise it since 2012. So the discussion started in 2012. Jeremy Hunt then said before the election that if a conclusion couldn't be arrived at, he would impose a conclusion and then impose a contract, and that was like a red rag to ball that with the BMA. Subsequent to the election, where the Tories' manifesto promise was to have a seamless 7-day service in the NHS, the requirement of a 7-day service was strengthened in the negotiations. It's always been there, but it's been now strengthened as an imperative. And a consequence of that, because Jeremy Hunt wanted to impose a settlement, the BMA walked out of discussions, and that was just getting us nowhere. The BMA, in fairness to them, did swallow their pride and come back and start talking again, but ACAS, not direct talks. ACAS haven't been able to resolve it. It's extremely complicated because it involves an arcane pay and rations unravelling with junior doctors that takes rocket science to understand. And here we are now. The current situation is that we are talking at ACAS, but they've been paused so the doctors can go on strike, which I think is madness.
This strike is a symptom of broader problems at the NHS.
I do. I mean, I think the junior doctor strike is a lightning rod for a lot of dissatisfaction there is within the NHS. I mean, first of all, we've got the legacy of Andrew Lansley's reorganisation, which has caused enormous grief.
The previous Secretary of State.
The former Secretary of State. We're still not over that. We're still trying to manage around it. We've got the nurses who are up in arms about the withdrawal of their bursary payments, and they today, I think, are postulating the possibility anyway that they might go on strike in support of that. They're thinking of balloting on industrial action. We've got the junior doctors issues. We've got the general funding of the NHS, where the government say they put more money in, and they have, but it's such a tiny amount. It's like, if you figure out, you take the global sum of 8 billion, it sounds like a lot, but it's 0.1% per annum per year, and demand is going through the roof. So there's a lot of disruption, there's a lot of dissatisfaction in the NHS. And of course, Jeremy Hunt was put in place to calm everything down after his predecessors' changes. And I think, in fairness to him, he's not done a bad job. I mean, he's got his detractors and his fans, but fundamentally, he's not done a bad job. But the way the strike has been handled, it's been horrendous. And I think whatever happens, it's probably the end of him as Secretary of State. It's about the strike, am I? Okay, ready? Are we on? Okay, we're live on Periscope on Westminster Bridge. Big Ben is up there if you just have a look. And here we are. We're outside. Come on, hurry up, for God's sake. We're outside St Thomas's Hospital in the pissing rain. Talking to, who's there?
Fiona.
This is Fiona. What do you do, Fiona?
I'm a geriatrician in training.
We need you. Well, actually, when you get to my age, you become a most important people in the NHS. Why are you on strike today?
I'm on strike because a contract is being imposed that I don't think is fair or safe.
Okay, fine. Who else have we got? You're a registrar, aren't you?
I'm James, yeah.
This is James, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's taller than me in this world. Go on. Why are you on strike?
Well, we're here because we're frustrated by our feeling that Jeremy Hunt is not listening to our concerns and dealing with them properly today.
Yeah. And just answer that for me and say, it's Roy Lilly, can I help you? Okay, fine then. Why are you on strike? Who are you?
My name's Naomi Wright, I'm a paediatric surgery registrar.
Yeah, paediatric surgery registrar. Yeah.
Yes.
And what do you all think about the fact that some patients are going to have their operations cancelled and the people are going to be just generally inconvenienced? What do you think about that?
None of us want to be on strike.
Yeah. But you don't have to be on strike. You voted for it.
Well, we feel that we're here to protect the future safety of patients. If this contract goes ahead, there's already a recruitment crisis in the NHS, and this is only going to serve to make that worse.
Do you think that will put people off becoming a doctor?
Exactly.
Really?
It already has. Yeah. We've already seen an 11% reduction in applications to medical school this year following this dispute.
11%?
11% reduction in applications just this year.
And do you think, what's going to happen as a result of today? Do you think the strike will be called off?
or do you think you'll be on strike again in a fortnight's time?
Well, the ball's in Jeremy Hunt's court. And,
well, it's in your court as well.
If he makes the right decision and agrees to negotiate on the safety points that have been raised by the BMA.
But in fairness to him, you called off discussions at ACAS on Friday so you could go on strike today. That seems to me to be crazy. Why would you stop talking to go on strike?
Well, negotiation's a two-way process, and you can't negotiate with a brick wall. There are safety concerns that the BMA felt Jeremy Hunt wasn't listening to, and there's no point continuing with negotiations under those circumstances.
Right. Well, listen, I wish you luck. I love you all, but I love being dry better. So I hope it stops raining. Anyway, thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much. Thank you. That's it. That's Periscope. That's the strike from London.